It's your girl Meej, and you're listening to 1120 Podcast. So let's just say this. Here, we're going to be blunt. We're going to talk about everything. Everything. Just different things and just everything. Period. So grab your blunt, your wine, and let's talk about it. So today, let's talk about being a parent and what that means to you. So being a parent is something not everyone get to do. Not everybody do it because they had a child. Some people do it just because it was given to them. A child was given to them. Some people do it because they had to step up to do it. Some people do it because, they're a parent. They had the baby and they're a parent. But parenting means so much different things to different people. That's why you have baby mamas and baby daddies getting into it and clashing because they don't have the same view of parenting. And instead of working with each other, they work against each other, and it just turns out to be a mess. But that's a different story. So, parenting to some people may be buying things. To some people, it's, what can I say? To some people, it is love. To some people, it's caring. Some people, it's not financial. Because in our reality, everybody is not financially stable to take care of a child, but people have children. That goes to where 14-year-olds have babies, and financially they may not be able to support their child, but their mother's there financially, but physically, mentally, emotionally, they're there to support their child. And that's a big part, because I personally feel that parenting is what you are going to leave your child mentally, like physically. What do you leave your child with? Like, what are you going to leave your child with? Some kids, I seen a child at my homegirl house. She was yes ma'am and no ma'am, very much respectful, and a lot of our kids have lost that. But that's only because what we put in our child, what we leave our child. It doesn't have to be financial. Oh, I love my child a business, which is amazing. We leaning towards that end. It's 2021. We do need to be able to make sure that our children will be financially free if we can. And however way that you do that, whether that's a fund or whatever the case may be. But what I am stating is, it's not going to do any justice for you to leave your child a business if they don't know how to manage it. So in the midst of you leaving your child anything, or your child getting anything, or just being a parent, you also have to teach your child. You have to teach your child how to be responsible with money. You have to teach your child things like that. So financially, you may not be able to give it to your child like other people are giving to their child. But my whole thing about parenting is what you leave with your child, like in their head, whether it's the yes ma'am, no ma'am, whether it's the I'm sorry, apologizing, owning up to their mistakes, things like that. I personally feel is parenting. That's parenting. And when we as women do get into it, now don't get me wrong, because financially children are expensive. So it does irks parents and baby moms, and let me not call them that, because that's not what you are. You're a parent to your child. But it irks people when they're not getting the financial help from someone who did, help create the baby. But in the same midst, if you know that your child, your baby daddy. You knew your baby daddy when you laid down with your baby daddy. You knew. Period, point blank, unless it was a one-night stand. But you knew. You knew your baby daddy. And you knew what he was capable of doing and what he was capable of not doing. And no matter how bad you push, or no matter how bad you say, or bash him, you're still going to have to do it. So allow your child's father to parent the way he wants to parent. And you parent the way you need to parent. And who's doing it better does not matter. Because your child may be able to get financial things from you, or mental things from you, or manners from you. But from their dad, they may be able to pick up something totally different. So what we all have to realize and understand is, being a parent is something different to everybody. That's why we can't judge about how people raise their kids, because a lot of people don't raise their kids off of financial stuff. They do not raise their kids off of stuff that you can buy. A lot of people do not do that. They raise their kids off of things that they're going to take in the long run, whether that's, like I said, money management. Yes, respect. Like, those types of things is what make you a parent. Those types of things is what make you who you are to your child. Those are the things that your child is going to carry on. Them $200 pair of shoes, even though they're cute, and I am a victim of doing that, you know. But even though that is the case, that's not the main part of parenting to me. So you guys comment down below. Let me know what the main part of parenting is to you, and how parenting with another person can be difficult to you. And let me understand. And it's a lot of deadbeat mamas out here too. Now let's not get that confused, because it's a lot of y'all who depend on a lot of other people to give y'all child what the fuck they need. And we can act like that's not the case, but it is. So, as I was saying, a lot of people do depend on a lot of other people to give something to their child or provide something to their child. Whether that's money, whether that is knowledge, or whether, you know, don't get me wrong, because at times parenting is hard. And I do believe that it takes a village to raise a child, because, like I said, everybody gives your child something different. Just be sure that whoever giving your child whatever they need to be gave is something you feel is going to be correct in their head and going to help them in the long run. Now, when your children get grown, they're going to take whatever they want to take from you and what they're not going to take, but just be sure to give it to them, you know. Whether that's cleaning up or making up their bed when they get up in the morning. Those are things that is considered to be parenting. Not the things you see on social media, not the things that you get them, not the things that doesn't really matter in a sense. It's things that really matters. Like, at the end of the day, being respectful. Schooling is a big thing for a lot of parents. A lot of that is. And it's a lot of kids who get to the 12th grade and be like, Mom, I don't want to go to school. You know, because that's them just developing in their own, you know, their own personality, when a mom may have instilled that in them. But as parents, we get upset because we like, I ain't raised you like that. I ain't raised you like that. I hear that so much. I ain't raised you like that. And you didn't. And you did. You did not raise your child like that. But your child's going to do what they want. But in their mind, they know whether they pass it to their kids or whether they pass it along a year from now, like, dang, my mom was right. Maybe I needed to go to school, and I'm going to do that now. You know? So as long as you install that in your kids, that's what I feel like is parenting. Installing something good into your child. Installing principles in your child. Letting your child know, you know, the important things in life. That it's amazing. A lot of people do not get that, though. A lot of people do not get that from their parents, which is fine, because, like I said, you parent your child, you let your child know what you need to know. Because there's some parents out here who ain't got it like that, and they'll tell their kids straight up, rent due on the 1st. You know, it's some people who see their kids in the street, and that's what they tell their kids, rent due on the 1st. Your sister needs some new shoes. You know, and that's just the mindset they got. And that, you know, that's hard on the child, to put their responsibility on the child. And I'm not going to say that's right to do that for a child, but in some people's circumstances, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge that the rent due and your son hustling and you ask for a couple dollars? Because, girl, if you need a couple dollars and he gonna do it anyway. I ain't saying that's the right thing to do, but that's the mindset that some people have. You know, I pray to God that my son don't grow up and want to hit the streets. You know, and all I can do is just establish something different in him, or try to provide something different in him. But in a sense, kids gonna do what they want to do. As much as we push. But just us being a parent, you just have to give them the right things to do. You just have to give them what you know. Spit that knowledge to them, because it may seem as if they're not listening, or it may seem that it's not right, but you just got to do what you got to do. Manage your kids the way you need to manage your kids, because whoo, child, you already know them kids bad too. But seriously, to me, parenting is establishing something in your child. no matter what it is. And they may not take everything from you that you say, but they're going to take some things and they're going to use them the way they feel the need to be used. Just understand, that parenting is not easy at all, and it's more than being financial, because a lot of us look at parenting as just being financial, and it's more to that. It's more than buying your child a pair of shoes. It's more than putting a shirt on your child back. But to some people, that's all they have to give their children at this time. And if that's it, then take what the person has to give to your child. If your child daddy feels he only has the power to buy things, take it. Take what he's giving you. And I'm not saying settle. I'm not, because I know that's what some of y'all gonna say. I ain't settling for no man just doing the bare minimum for my child. But if you can't make nobody do nothing. You can't make nobody do nothing. So if that's what he gonna give, let him give it. And stop complaining about it. Because it's a woman who would love them pair of shoes. She'll love them. She'll love them pair of shoes. And for her baby daddy to shut the fuck up and buy them pair of shoes. Or that baby mama, because we will not leave the deadbeat mamas out. We will not leave the deadbeat mamas out. We won't. We won't. And here's a question I have. And y'all comment down below, like, no, some serious shit. If you are a non-active parent, and you know you ain't a non-active parent because you know, and you ain't got to comment down below, you can inbox me. Let me know why. And I don't want to hear the, because my baby mama won't let me see my son. That's the same bitch you fucked and told her every lie in the motherfucking sky, and she believed you. That's that same bitch. So you're not about to tell me that. You're not about to tell me that, because that's that same bitch you fucked and stroked her motherfucking ego and told her every lie in the motherfucking book. You did that. You did. And you know you did. Or you did something. You know how to persuade her to do what you want to do, or encourage her. You know how to talk to her. And you know what tick her off. And you know what to say and what not to say. And I don't want to hear, I walk on eggshells to see my child. Okay. You shouldn't have to. But that's something she gonna have to work on. You ain't gonna be able to change her. But I really want to hear, like, an honest answer. Like, you taking responsibility. And what, why? Because it different shit for different people. You know why? Why you feel like you can't do that? Why you feel like, do you feel like what you're doing is enough? I done heard a lot of different men seriously tell me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do because I know my baby mama got my kids. I know my child's mother is straight. I know she gonna make sure my kid's straight. And if that's the case, then let us know. Let me know. I'm just really curious to know, because I don't think people don't want to be dads. I don't think that that's something that people not want to do. I don't think that. Some people just don't know how. But some people can just say that I was young and I messed up so bad, I don't know how to approach my child now. So let me know down below. And y'all was listening to 1120 podcast. These are conversations we're going to have. Comment down below. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think of this conversation and what it means to y'all to be a parent. Love you guys. Bye.